Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode here at WILDMAN Lifts. Back in the indoor gym. It's hot, it's summertime, so good to be in the gym. Going to be doing some SSB box squats with wide hands with chains attached. Now, that's a mouthful, I understand. So I'm going to explain that more in detail in a minute. But for the giant set format I'm going to be doing today, I'm also going to be doing some WILDMAN flags as I go up in weight. They're actually called dragon flags, but because I'm not using that much control, I'm using a lot more pop and all that, then I just call them WILDMAN flags. I've been called out. Great exercise to do, though, for leg day. And also some rowing. Again, just to kind of warm up the upper back for the bar to sit on and warm up my legs as well. So that's going to be the total exercises for the giant set for the day. So today is leg day, but my hamstring has been bothering me, and it was particularly being quite annoying today. So I decided to kind of satisfy my meatheadness by still lifting heavy, but kind of altering the movements that I'm working different muscles so that I'm still getting a pretty good, decent leg workout. So the first thing you'll notice that I've done, obviously, is there's some chains hanging on that with some bands attached to it. So the reason why I'm doing that is because, number one, the chains were way too high if I just left them on the bar, so I needed something to anchor them. But I decided to use the bands because as I'm stepping out and trying to get myself stabilized, the bands are pulling me down and up. They're going left and right. They're moving forward and backwards. So I really have to focus more on my stability, which again, kind of just makes me have to work a little bit harder. So I'm getting a good, decent workout just by adding those onto the bar. Now, the second thing I'm doing is I'm putting my hands out wide. The SSB has handles attached to it, which I took off, and I'm putting my hands out wide instead. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it shifts all the weight forward, which again makes me have to work a whole lot harder on my technique. So for me, I feel like that this is a really great way to really work your core a whole lot more and to really work your upper back a whole lot more because it wants to lean forward, which is really great to carry over into strongman movements because half the time you're trying to get a stone up to your shoulder or a log, and this is really overloading that movement. And the last thing that I'm doing is I'm going down to a box, or in this case, a bench that was available in the gym because the boxes are a little too rough. So the bench seemed to be working just fine. But basically all I'm trying to do is if I kind of go all the way down into a deep squat, that's going to really affect my hamstring. So I decided to take it easier on the hamstring by doing a box squat because as you squat down and you sit on the bench or box or whatever you're using, then that takes away the stretch reflex. So it re-engages the quads. So I'm actually focusing more shift to the quads than I am the hamstring. But I was still feeling it. Every time I walked it out and every time I tried to get myself stabilized and I started to lower myself, you're still using that hamstring. And it definitely felt weird. And I kind of was really hoping that I would not pop it or rupture it or anything like that. So I was getting a little nervous as the weight was going up. But everything seemed to be working okay for the moment. And I really like this SSB bar. I've never used this one before. I have my own at home that obviously I love and adore because it's mine. But I never used this one before. So I'm doing a lot of new things. Box squats with the SSB, wide hands with the new SSB bar, plus the bands and the chains. All of this was new. Coupling it with the WILDMAN flags and the rowing as well, I was getting just a solid workout. I was dripping in sweat. And this is going to be my top set. So it's going to be 360 pounds on the bar. And then those chains, obviously, they're 20 pounds each, so it's 40 pounds. So that's 400 pounds total. So I'm able to still hit my 400-pound goal and kind of do it in a safe manner. And I was really feeling my hamstring still. So I only did just one. Felt good, felt easy. Could have gone up more, could have done more reps, but that wasn't the point today. The point was just to hit that. Then for the variation giant set, I was doing one of my favorite things for strongman, which is an SSB front carry. A little easier to front carry than a barbell and other items because the padding really helps. But there's this dude in the gym. That guy right there, he was really getting on my nerves because he had no gym awareness whatsoever. Like, look at him. He set up his landmine right in front of my path. So I was like, bro, you're going to get hit. And I was actually trying to hit him just to give him a little nudge. But then as I was coming back, he was walking back. And then he suddenly realized, oh, crap, I'm in this guy's way. Finally got some gym awareness. So we actually moved everything over so that we don't have a catastrophe. Now, this is going to be my top set right here. And the idea was just to walk it down to the end of the gym, turn around and walk it back. So it's going to be about 10 meters. Now, if I was walking in a straight line, this would be very easy. But because I'm going at that cant and then turning around, this makes it a whole lot harder. You can see the weight wants to keep moving in that direction on the right. So this ended up being the perfect amount of work, and I felt that it was pretty decent. Got a good upper back workout and squat movement down, and it still helps with the legs. Continued in that same format, by the way, by doing the WILDMAN flags and the rowing. Just keep everything on a nice, even platform. But again, I was kind of done. Didn't really want to work my legs anymore, so I just moved on to the accessory giant set. Just decided to finish off my biceps a little bit on the machine, worked up to a 10 rep max. Got a lot of work on that SSB front carry. Face pulls, of course. You can see my shirts moving in that super cool fashion. You can really see the muscles that's being worked from it. And then flutter kicks to kind of finish off my legs and also to finish off my abs, which took a beating. That was the total workout for the day. Really appreciate everybody stopping by. I hope you learned something new. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.